name's Rob. I'm a self-proclaimed pancake enthusiast, so I'm here today to hopefully give you a few tips to be able to make a few pancakes yourself. Today's presentation, Rob's quick and easy way to make the perfect brunch dish. Now when I'm talking about pancakes, I'm not talking about the thinner ones that you might have on pancake day, the sort of the crepe. I'm talking about the thicker, more doughy, fluffy, old American style pancakes, if you like. My favourite, just like you can see there. Ideal weekend food, I think. Now the method I'm going to show you today isn't particularly long, but it is best suited for you to do on the weekends when perhaps you have got slightly longer to prepare. You might want to surprise the other half in bed with them, or even get your kids involved with making them, if they're old enough to be responsible, around the oven top, but still young enough so as you see them before lunchtime. So what are we going to need then? Some ingredients. This recipe is fairly basic. It's going to call for ingredients that, if you are a baker, you most probably already have these ingredients in your pantry. If you don't, you'll have to go out and buy them. But the shelf life on these ingredients mean that after the first time you've bought them, they will last quite a while for you to be able to do this over and over again. We've got our ingredients. What do we need to do next? The method. 2 steps, fairly straightforward. All you need to do is sift the dry ingredients into a bowl, and then we want to mix in the rest. If, like me, you looked at that method and thought, oh, that's just far too much, far too complicated. So, Rob's top tip, you can put all the ingredients into a blender and blend them on a high speed, which is what I do, and actually what I did in a week before this event so I could prepare this presentation. The consistency of the batter will be fairly thick. Don't be too alarmed. It shouldn't be so thick that a spoon will stand up in it, but thick enough so that when you do pour it out, you have sort of some control over the speed in which it is coming out. Time to cook then. If you have a non-stick frying pan, that's best suited for this job. If not to worry, you can use any frying pan really. You can just put a bit of butter in there to help it along the way. You want to use a medium heat on your oven top even. Nothing too hot because, like I said, the thickness of the batter means that the bottom half will burn before it's cooked if the heat is too high. So medium heat, and then you can go ahead and spoon some of the mixture into the frying pan, or like I said, pour it because it is thick enough so that you can keep some control over that. Right, after you've poured or spooned a bit of mixture into the frying pan, who wants to tell me what we might do next? The very next step.
Bit of a shake and a flip?
No. Any other guesses?
Leave it.
Right, you want to wait.
Good.
The very next step, after you've put some mixture into the frying pan, is wait. I've seen far too many pancake enthusiasts, they immediately want to start trying to fiddle around the edges or want to lift it up to see what's going on underneath. All you're going to do is ruin it. So just wait. What are we waiting for? The bubbles. Wait for bubbles to start appearing along the top of the surface like we can see here. Once that happens, then you can think about maybe flipping it. Once it does get to this stage, most of the cooking has already taken place on the pancake, so they do come quite robust, ready for you to flip over. This is the best time for you to perhaps get the kids involved, the big reveal, once it gets turned over, see what's going on the other side. And also, if it goes horribly wrong, you can sort of shake responsibility for that. We'll flip it over like that one there. Not too bad, actually, that one turned out quite nice. So once you've got through them all, the best way to eat them is straight out of the frying pan, but that's not always ideal. So what you want to do is store the cooked ones in an oven or a heated drawer if you have it. What I do is turn the oven on for a couple of minutes, then turn it off again. The heat inside there will be retained, or rather enough heat will be retained inside the oven to keep the pancakes warm. Right, you can go ahead and serve them in then with some fruit, some syrup, or some fresh cream, or if you're a healthy eater like I am, a big scoop of ice cream. Yeah, so I hope you've managed to pick up enough skills from this brief session to go out into the wide world and make a few pancakes yourself. Happy cooking.
Thank you very much. Well done, Rob. Right, let's